Oh, something different.
Matthew chapter 14, verses 13 and 14. Now when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in a boat to a desolate place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them and healed their sick. When Jesus heard this what? When Jesus heard that his cousin, his forerunner, John the Baptist, was killed, he was now in grief. He now decided to take himself away for a while, allow himself to grieve, allow himself to pay attention to what was to come. Because think about it. John the Baptist's forerunner being killed would have brought to his mind the harsh reality of how his ministry was going to end. Because remember, he knew that he too would be killed. Though, of course, his death would be a more protracted and painful experience than John the Baptist had. And so he sets off on the sea to go to a desert place on the other side to just grieve and recuperate and move again. But the people heard that he was going to the other side, and they went by land. They outran him and got there waiting on him. Jesus shows up for his break, for his grieving process, and sees a crowd of people waiting for a word, waiting for a miracle, waiting for healing. And in the midst of his grief, the Bible says he was moved with compassion for them. What an awesome example from our Lord and Master, showing us that even when we are hurting, even when we are having a hard time, even when we ourselves need comfort, we should still find it within us to have compassion on others, to help others. Having a rough time does not excuse us from fulfilling ministry. Feeling down or out, having a struggle or pain or challenge does not take away from us our duty to reach out to others, help others, love others, minister to others. In the midst of his grief, he found time to have compassion. And not only did he have compassion, but he served. He stopped and ministered to them. He taught them. He healed them. Yes, for true ministry is oftentimes inconvenient. But the Lord has given us the capacity to serve in the midst of our trials, to serve in the midst of our troubles, to serve in the midst of our hurt and pain, to give out of our nothing. For true ministry must be motivated by compassion. It must never be about fame or fortune. It must never be about self-aggrandizement. But it must be because of compassion. So let us not pass our brother or sister in need. Let us not ignore the weak and hurting, the disabled, the strangers and enemies who are in need, simply because we are also in need. But let us serve with compassion as Jesus served. For ministry requires true compassion. God bless you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And for more, join us at 9 a.m. at 10 Union Square, Crossroads, Kingston, Jamaica. If you can't be there in person, join us virtually via YouTube Live.